Hi, I'm Mike Brewer, pastor of the Blue Ash Presbyterian Church, and this is Mike's midweek message for April 29th, 2020. Thanks for stopping by. I came across a story the other day about a woman who was planning to drive across a large stretch of Canada. She was driving from Alberta to the Yukon, which is a long drive and in places apparently a fairly challenging drive. To make things even more challenging, she was behind the wheel of an old, rusted-out Honda Civic whose odometer had already turned over a couple of times. But the woman set out, and somewhere in the course of that drive, she found herself at a truck stop pretty close to the edge of nowhere. She pulled in to take a break. There was nobody in the truck stop except the woman behind the counter and two truckers at a table. The truckers waved her over, and to be hospitable, she joined them and shared a cup of coffee with them. One of them asked her, "Where are you heading?" She said, "I'm going to Whitehorse." The truckers looked at each other and said, "Lady, it's the wrong time of year to be making that drive, and you are definitely in the wrong car to be making that drive. I think you probably ought to head back home." And with bravery or naivete, she said to them, "No, I'm definitely going to Whitehorse." One of them said, "Well, then I guess we're just going to have to hug you." She drew back. She said, "A cup of coffee, that's friendly enough, thank you." The trucker laughed. He said, No, lady, we're going to hug you on the highway. We'll put one truck in front of you, we'll put another truck behind you, and we will hug you down the road and get you safely through the pass and out to the other side. Don't worry, it'll work out." So that's what they did. And for the next several hours, the woman drove through almost impenetrable fog with her eyes fixed on the headlights of the truck ahead of her and taking comfort in the headlights behind her, knowing that someone was bringing up the rear if she ran into trouble. They hugged her through the pass as they promised, and she did indeed come out safely on the other side and finished her trip to Whitehorse. I need to come clean. I am a hugger. I love hugging. I don't know exactly when this introvert caught the hug bug, but that's where I am. And I miss hugging. I miss throwing my arms around people and giving them a squeeze when I meet them in public or when we get together for worship. And I have a feeling that even once we all begin to gather in the same buildings again, that hugging is going to be put on hold for a while as we continue to be cautious about this pandemic that is among us. So I like this story about the lady and the truckers because it reminds me that there's more than one way to hug. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled and watch for some other ways to hug folks. Maybe it'll be a kind word. Maybe it'll be a compliment or a word of encouragement when things are going wrong. Maybe it'll be some way to offer concrete help to somebody in need or to make some sandwiches for a feeding ministry working with homeless people. Maybe it'll be a phone call or a note or just a wave. I don't know. I'm not sure I can plan ahead, but I'm going to be watching for that. Maybe you'll want to watch for opportunities like that too. Because while there may be more than one way to hug, I'm pretty well convinced that whatever kind of hug we can offer, any hug makes the world a better place and brightens someone's day. So, get out there and hug somebody. That's what I'm planning to do, in a socially acceptable way, of course. Thanks for dropping in. I'll see you next week, and in the meanwhile, be strong, be safe, and be faithful. Bye-bye.